Hello, Trike Patrol fans. Once again, we are back. Thank you for tuning into the official Trike Patrol podcast, and it's your host, Mr. C. So, everyone is doing really well. Hope everyone has been enjoying all the recent content, all the recent interviews. So, for today's podcast interview, I'm super excited because it's with the one and only Gia DiBella. So, as many of you guys know, Gia DiBella has shot for us 3 times. She's a great model. I mean, stunning Filipina from out here in the States. So, it's always nice to bring these models that have shot for TP. I know it's always, I mean, just interviews in general with all these stunning models is always great, but when you can actually interview one that's shot for TP, it's always a nice treat for the fans. So before we get into today's podcast interview, let's talk about a little bit about what's happening here at the Globetrotters studio. So ASD is just Danny Max doing his thing. The most recent scene was of Mimi. So I mean, talk about huge Asian tits. Talk about a total stunner. She just gets plowed at some nice villa. I'm not sure if it's Pattaya or Bangkok, but anyways, doesn't really matter. I mean, she's a stunner. She has big tits, and she takes a big white cock like a champ. So before that was, of course, with Belle C. Before that was we had Sarah, we had Star, who is a total stunner from Pattaya, and then we also had Zaza. And I always bragged about Zaza over at TTP because I mean I absolutely love her. So when I saw that she came to ASD, I was super excited. So ASD is just doing great things. Danny Max doing great things. So I hope you guys become a member today at AsiaSexDiary.com here at TP. So the most recent scene was at Orsep. She returned with Thor Johnson in an epic scene. Before that was Nancy. We had Claire Trinity, Chow Tina Nim, Snow Baza. So it's we're having a great year here at TP, which brings me to the next topic. I'm doing a Globetrotters special, end of the year special, which I've been doing for the last 2, 3 years, just so I can talk about all my favorite scenes, some of the top scenes, some of the fan favorites from all of our sites. But anyways, actually, we do have a scene dropping this Friday um with Star. We have a new patrolman in town. I want to say this model has nice tits, beautiful face, and a fat ass. So, I mean, what else can you ask for? So, be on the lookout for that. Start up the year. We have Chow and Tao returning. So, Tao Tinanim and Chelsea Bakan, or I'm sorry, it's Chelsea Bakan and Chow Tinanim in an epic threesome. So, I can't wait for that to drop at TTP. Just this last Monday, we dropped a scene with June and Ting Tong in an epic threesome. Before that was the one and only, the beautiful, stunning Pattaya babe, Sasha, who I've always bragged about. So, I mean, we're just doing great things at all of our sites. At MILF Trip this Friday, we have Shaysun coming to milftrip.com. And Shaysun was previously on TP twice. So, a lot of you TP fans know exactly what I'm talking about. So, this is going to be a great scene for MILF Trip. We've been bringing a lot of extra scenes to MILF Trip, a lot of Filipinas. So, I hope you guys are enjoying all the scenes over at MILF Trip. If you love Filipina as well, there's going to be a handful of scenes just for you. And if you like MILFs in general, we got some of the hottest, some of the biggest MILF names, such as Brandy Love, Rochelle Riot, Corey Chase, Melanie Hicks. I can go on and on. Please become a member today at milftrip.com if MILFs are your thing. ESD, as I always got to say, if you like Euro babes, there's a lot of European hotties at ESD. As I always say, Denisa, you just can't go wrong. She is absolutely my favorite. She's a beautiful blonde Czech babe. There's also Rebecca, who is absolutely stunning, and the list goes on. So please become a member today at eurosexdiary.com. If it's your thing, helloladyboy.com, as I always gotta say, and check out our boy Shimmy doing his thing in the DR as he plows the hottest chicas with the biggest culos in the Dominican Republic. So let's get in today's podcast interview with the beautiful Gia DiBella, and thank you for tuning into the official Trike Patrol Podcast, and it's your host, Mr. C. All right, TP fans, once again, we have a very special guest today. We have the one and only Gia DiBella. Hello, Gia.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us here on the official Trike Patrol Podcast, Gia. I mean, we have a lot of fans that absolutely love you. You've shot, what is it, 3 times for TrikePatrol.com.
Yeah, I want to say so. Yeah, 3 times now.
So, yeah, I've been wanting to interview you for the longest time. So, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm just here in LA right now for the past couple days, and I'm going to head home to Vegas right after this. So, right after our little podcast.
Yeah, I know your flight leaves in about an hour and a half, so, we don't have too much time, right?
But we're here. We're getting it done.
We're getting it done. So, obviously, you're Filipina, and I remember when I first saw your Twitter years ago, I saw that you're Italian Filipina. So, how was your upbringing? How connected are you to your family, your Filipino side?
So honestly, I'm originally from upstate New York, and a lot of my family still resides up there. My mom's side is the Filipina, and my dad's side is the Italian. So we have a lot of Italian family members up there. So it was primarily like a lot of, Italians growing up, but I have been to the Philippines before.
Oh,
My mom is from Manila, and we still have family over there as well. I'm actually planning to go in the next few months here. I'll figure out when, but it's been a
nice.
while, and I
Yeah,
would like to go. Yeah.
do it because January, February, great weather in the Philippines. It's not too hot. Obviously, it's never cold, but
Yeah.
airfare is really cheap. You can fly out there for six, seven, $800. So it's a good time to go in
Oh.
the next couple of months.
Oh, is that the best time to go, actually?
I always tell everyone here on the podcast the best time to go is right after the holidays, January to about March, even April, before summer.
Okay. Keep that in mind then. It's a good time.
So I have a
Good.
quick story. So I remember when you first shot for us with Connor, your
Mhm.
agent at the time texted me and said, "Hey, Gia wants to talk to you." I'm like, "Oh, why?" And you had texted me like, "You're hey, just to let you know, I don't speak Tagalog." I'm like,
Oh.
so I'm like, she's thinking that she's gonna have to talk Tagalog, and I'm like, no, no, TrikePatrol.com. We're kind of like white guys that that bang
Yeah.
Filipinas, so we don't talk Tagalog. But I just wanted to share that funny story.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, when I hear that, like, and I'm brand new, I'm like, oh shit, like I don't know any Tagalog. You know what I mean? That's my first initial thought. So just to be clear,
Yeah, of
I
course, of course.
understand some of it, but I can't fluently speak it. So there's that. Yeah.
So has being Filipina kind of shaped your personality, confidence, and work ethic in the adult industry?
I would say yes. I mean, even outside of the adult industry. So I have a really good work ethic. I mean, my first job, I started working when I was 13 years old, and I worked at a nursing home. So that immediately, like,
Yeah.
my first job ever, being super young. And of course, my mom worked there, right? And that was the whole reason why I started working there, because they needed people. I was like, okay, my mom's Filipina. She has that work ethic too. She wanted to raise me that way.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've always been pretty like hardworking and, adamant about getting things done. And that's definitely transferred, into like the adult world as to being like super organized and like being on time and building good relationships with people. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that work ethic does come a lot from your Filipino side because being Filipino
Yeah,
American myself, Filipinos are definitely some of the hardest working folks in the world. I must say that.
I agree 100%. My mom is like on it all the time, never tired. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, no, I can get it done.
Exactly.
Sure.
So growing up, did you eat a lot of Filipino food?
Yes, so my mother was the main cook of the household. My dad, the Italian side, he still does not know how to cook, actually. So she would be the one preparing all the dishes. One of my favorites, sinigang, especially when it gets
Sinigang,
cold
yeah,
up in New York. Yeah, pancit, of course, lumpia.
of course.
The classic dishes, really good, really good. She's a good cook.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the pancit, adobo, sinigang, obviously. I mean, there's just so many delicious Filipino dishes out there. Hopefully, one day when I'm out in Vegas, I could hit you up and say, hey, let's do one of these Pinay Eats where we go to like Filipino restaurants with some talents. I've done it many times. So hopefully, one day we can do that.
I love food. I'm down. I'm down.
So, a little bit about your career. When did you realize that, hey, this is exactly what I want to do? I want to shoot porn or I want to get into the adult business.
You know, I don't really think I had that exact realization. It kind of just sprung up in my life because I already brought up working at the nursing home. So I was working there for years on end. And around, I want to say 2020, when COVID had hit,
Yeah.
I realized that I was like, this is really hard work for one. Two, during the time I was considered an essential worker. So I wasn't really getting paid. Like, for instance, all my friends that worked like retail or food industry, they were getting like stimulus
Big ass
checks, right?
checks, yeah.
Oh my gosh. And I was so mad because, I'm putting in the work, like taking
You
care of
are
these people that,
taking the
need it.
risks.
Yes, exactly, the risks. And that's when OF came out. So I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll, sign up, make some supplemental income. And then I jumped into that world and started promoting on social media. And one thing led to another. Like, I ended up flying out and shooting. And then that kind of just took over my life. And I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at all. Definitely changed my life. Learned a lot. And with my work ethic, that helped translate to where I am now as well.
Yeah, it sounds about right because I think it was during the peak of the pandemic that we noticed you and we were like, hey, we got to get her shot.
Yeah. It's a crazy time, but I just wanted to, of course, like make more money. Um,
But yeah,
that
you're
job was
right
hard.
about everyone else that that weren't essential workers got to stay home and got some fat ass checks from the government. More than
Yes.
what they were making when they were actually working. It was not fair at all.
No, I was so angry. So that was like the catalyst, and now here I am. It
Yep.
worked out, worked out.
It
Yeah.
everything always works out, I must say.
Yes. Yes.
So, what
Very
are
true.
some of I always ask every talent, like, what are the biggest misconceptions about this job versus reality?
I think the number one thing that came to my mind when you said that was people tend to believe that what they see is how the person is in everyday, like day to day life. Like, for instance, I shoot so and so scene and they think, like, oh, I'm like this horror, for instance, 24/7, right? And not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's like, people vary. We are here to act essentially
Entertain.
and put on a show. Yeah, exactly. Entertain, and that's the whole industry. That's how we profit and make our money, and keep the fans happy. And I love doing that. I do, but I'm like, I'm an individual person away from business as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's the main thing. Like, people don't really make that connection unless you explain it to them. You know,
Right.
because they love to watch porn all the time.
Yeah, and a lot of people sure in hell do watch porn more than what people think.
Yes.
So, how about the representation of Filipinas in porn? How about challenges or proud moments? Have you collabed with a lot of other Filipinas?
Honestly, I've collabed with a few, but I feel like we should be doing a lot more of that. I'm proud to be a Filipina. I feel like, we really stand out and we get things done. We show up on time and we love to
Yes.
perform.
Yeah, and there. It's funny because I mean, there's obviously many Asian nations, and the Philippines is one of the smaller ones, but we proudly have a lot of solid Filipina talents in porn. Yourself, Jada Kai, and Amber
Mhm.
Snow,
Ember,
Avery
yes.
Black. We can go on and on with Filipinas who have made a nice
Yes,
name for
Ember is
themselves.
amazing.
So it's something to be proud about, right?
Absolutely. 100%. Absolutely.
So, are there any stereotypes that you would like to change or wish that would change when it comes to Filipinas? Or just the Filipino
Um,
culture
you mean in general or
in general?
industry?
Yeah.
um, for me and my personal experience was for my career path, I was always pushed to be a nurse. And I feel like there's a lot of Filipino nurses because there are. And not like, I'm not looking down on that at all. I just, like, for me, I wanted to do something different. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't want
yeah.
to be forced to go down a path because I had started working in a nursing home. So I was already like, in that
Yeah.
kind of health field. And my mom was like, you need to be a nurse. I was like, oh, I'll think about
Yeah,
it.
that's every
So,
Filipino mom, That's the
yeah,
way to go. I mean, it's a great career. I mean, you're gonna make
it
decent,
is.
pretty good money, great benefits, and you'll always have a job. So I mean, you can't really complain.
Very true. No matter where you are, it's always in demand. So that's true.
So
Hmm.
how about a little bit about your daily routine, fitness, beauty, mental health practices that some
Oh
of our
yeah,
fans
I'm
might be interested
pretty
to hear?
like day to day. I'm pretty structured. So I'm already a dog mom, and my dog has so much energy. He's actually at the dog center right now, so I'm gonna fly home and pick him up. So usually I will wake up. I'll go to Pilates. I will take him on a walk, and then run some errands. I have a full skincare routine. Um, I'll come back and cook, get things done, content, whatever. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty active, and I love to cook. That's another thing. So definitely, definitely fill my days with productivity for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. And in Vegas, although it does get very hot in the summer, once it cools down, like now, it's great for hiking, and like there's Mount Charleston and a
Yeah,
bunch of trails as well. So I really do enjoy that and take advantage of it when we can, when it's not 130.
yeah. Not middle of July, right?
No, oh my gosh, it's awful. It's really hard to find things to do when it's that hot outside, I will say.
Trust me, I've been in Vegas in like 118-degree weather, and it's not fun.
No, and not whatsoever. I mean, what can you even do? Swim, I
Stay inside the
guess.
casinos.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm pretty much indoors.
what's some of your favorite travel destinations, or how about some places that you would love to visit eventually one day?
I mean, I did say that I am planning to go back to the Philippines because the first time that I had gone was when I was 10, 11 years old, and this was with my mom to visit some like relatives. So I don't have like the best recollection of
Oh, so
that. I
you
just
still
know that
remember a
we
little
went.
bit, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
here
yeah.
and there. But I would like to go back, like see everyone again, like eat the food, be there, like be present in the moment, like just, be with everybody.
Yeah.
Besides that, though, I have been to Hawaii a few times. I do plan to go again this upcoming year. I'm a like beach and water person, which is kind of ironic because I live in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely makes traveling more worthwhile and fun because where I live currently, there's not a lot of water. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, yeah, I do like Hawaii. One of my favorite places to go for
So,
sure.
a little bit about your fans. What has been your most memorable fan interaction so far?
Um, I will say when I first moved to Vegas, I've had people recognize me on the strip and come up to me, some more respectful than
Of
others.
course, yeah.
But I'm always kind, I'm always nice. Like I will take a photo, I will sit and talk to you. But yeah, I think that's like mainly I've had a few people come up to me and like I think the in person makes a big difference because they actually get to see you and talk to you, and then I get to see who is viewing me and
Yeah,
enjoying my work. So I really like that. I
yeah.
like that.
So, what do you find attractive in someone? Personality, energy?
Um, a good stable mindset, emphasis on stable, because
Stable?
there's a lot of, I mean, some people are just,
It's
more
hard to find
narcissistic.
nowadays. I mean, it is 2025. We just got
That,
out of
yeah,
a
that's
big
exactly why I
pandemic.
said
So, I mean,
that.
what can we do,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So that's important to me. Someone that's generous and kind, especially to others that don't have as much. I think treating people the way you want to be treated, that's a big
Equally,
thing
yeah.
to me. Yeah. That's important. Generosity, kindness, and being proud and confident, and also a leader. I think those are like my main things.
Well said, well said. So, a little rapid fire about just the Filipino culture, and I do want to share. I'm also Filipino American, so I can relate a lot. So, do you prefer sinigang or adobo? I think you said sinigang, but I figured I'd ask you.
That's a tough one, but sinigang.
Now, can you make sinigang?
Unfortunately, not. I should get on that. My mom can really well.
So, if I'm not mistaken, you guys do have Max chicken in Vegas. I might be wrong, but I know we have one in LA. But do you prefer Jollibee or Max? Hopefully, you've had Max so far.
I haven't had Max, but I had Jollibee like 3 days ago. So I have one 5 minutes away from me, and that's like my go-to when I'm tired and I'm just like craving Filipino food. So go there. It's a
And
good
what do
thing.
you get at Jollibee, Gia?
Usually the spaghetti and
Gotta
like
have the
six
spaghetti.
pieces of chicken because I like to eat. It's a good spot for sure.
And what beach would you prefer to go to in the Philippines?
Um,
We're not quite there yet in the planning.
no, that's yeah, I'm still thinking on that
But yeah, the
one.
the question was supposed to be Bohol or Palawan. Both very beautiful down in the southern Philippines. So when you start planning your Philippine trip, I highly recommend checking it out.
Okay.
There's also Boracay. There's so many beaches. I mean, even on the main island of Luzon, there's so many places to check out, and I'm sure you will love it.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind then. Cool.
And a couple Tagalog words that you do know. You want to share? We would love to hear your beautiful American accent.
Hindi, which means no,
Uh-huh.
and salama, which means thank you.
There you go.
There. There's a couple words for you.
And is there any Filipino superstitions that you believe in? Because I could go on and on with Filipino superstitions growing up,
What?
in
I
Filipino
don't even
households.
Well, you'll have to enlighten me because I don't really even
Okay, there's the one
know anything
where
about it.
when you take a piss outside, make sure to say tabi tabi po, so that when you don't piss off the small people and they make your balls superly large. There's so many I could go on and on, but yeah.
Wow, interesting. Okay. Okay.
Or like the other day, I looked on top of the fridge and I found some coins that were stuck in some dry rice, and asked my Filipino wife like, what is this? She said she didn't want to tell me because she knows I'm not really into the superstitions, but I guess it's supposed to bring
Uh-huh.
us luck and bring in more money into the household. But it is what it is.
Cool.
I'm just looking at this like, what the hell? Why is there
Yeah, you're
quarters
like,
inside
what's
the
going on
rice?
here?
Yeah, but hey, it might have worked because I mean, whatever for whatever reason. So,
Yeah,
a couple more questions.
sure.
What do you wish to build long term?
So currently I'm like in and out of the industry, so like by choice, like shooting mainstream. I used to heavily rely on it when I first moved out here just to like establish myself and, exposure and networking and whatnot. But long term, I'm kind of working towards it now, like mostly just like on my OF, like running my own stuff,
Yeah.
doing my own thing. I'm actually doing like a lot of crypto stuff. So I also day trade. So there's that as well. Um, but yeah, maybe also start a business, maybe surrounding skincare or hair because I have a lot of knowledge on hair and I am very passionate about it. So that's also potential, but something along those lines in the future moving forward.
Yeah, well, the key word there was passionate. When you're passionate about something, it usually works out. So, hopefully it does work out for you, and I hope to see it work out for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So, what inspires you every day to get up and do your thing?
Um, I love life. I think like having a really good mindset takes you very far because I've been through a lot of highs and lows in life and I've taught myself to be like very grateful for, what I have. There's a lot of less fortunate people in the world and it's good to help where you can. So, as I said previously, like my first job was working at a nursing home. So from a very young age, I was like watching over people, taking care of people, and that's something that makes me happy. And actually, this weekend, once I get back home, I'm going to go to Walmart and go angel tree shopping. So I'm going to do
Nice.
that for the kids for Christmas. So that really like helps me and motivates me, like wanting to help other people.
Yeah, and like myself, when I was 16 to like 19, I also worked in a nursing home. So,
Oh,
I know exactly,
really?
oh yeah, I mean, Filipino, American, I mean,
Yeah,
so,
figured. I should have known.
yeah. So, as I've said earlier, and as most people listening already know, you've shot for us 3 times. What message do you want to give to all of our Trike Patrol fans?
um, I mean, whatever you're working towards and whatever you're passionate about, never give up, and you can achieve whatever you want.
There you go. Well said.
Yeah.
So, Gia, for those new listeners, where can they find all your beautiful content online?
You can find me at Miss Gia DiBella, MISS, on any social media platform. That's my handle.
All right. Well, Gia, as I said, I was super excited today. You shot for us like 4 or 5 years ago, so you shot
Yeah.
3 times for us. So I've always wanted an interview, and here we are. So it's been my pleasure. It's been an honor. So thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us on this beautiful Friday evening.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right, Gia, you take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.